Hey there, it's Mickey. I wanted to jump on live because I'm just super excited. Some of you know I had an event at my house this evening, and the title of my event was My Journey, My Story, or My Story, My Purpose. Can't even remember. And I had a bunch of women show up at the house, and the energy was really good, and the conversation was really good, and I was able to share my story about the past couple of years in my life have been pretty dark. And that was just a personal, I had a back injury. I couldn't move. I got depressed. I wasn't in alignment with who I was. I wasn't coaching people. I wasn't talking to people anymore. I wasn't using my own nutritional system that I had aligned myself with. Again, I wasn't working out because I was in so much pain. I lived with this pain for a while, and I got really depressed. And I ate my emotions. I gained 50 pounds really quick. And to be honest, when you have a business called Total You Transformation and you help people transform themselves and you put on 50 pounds, what that does to your self-esteem, who was I to coach anybody else in health and wellness when I wasn't doing anything for myself? And gaining that weight put me into even more of a depression. I would look in the mirror and I didn't know who I was anymore. I couldn't even recognize the person I was looking at anymore. There was literally no light, and I felt like I was in the darkness, and I couldn't ask anybody for help, and I didn't know how to help myself. And the funny thing about it is, if you came to me with the same exact things, I would know exactly what to do to help you out. I would know how to coach you out of that. I would know the right things to say and the right ways to help you, but I couldn't help myself. And so I was just in this circle, and it felt like this downward spiral, and it felt like everything around me was literally falling apart. And I longed for the couch every day. I remember just waiting until after dinner where I could sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix with my glass of wine and my bowl of popcorn and probably peanut M&Ms and gain even more weight and feel like even more shit. And what that does chemically to my brain, and I know this when I'm doing all that toxic stuff to my body, keeps me in that downward spiral. The thing that started to get me out was finding a relationship with Jesus Christ that I had never ever had. I believed in God. I believed in a divine power. But I really didn't have a sense of my spirituality at all. And I thought I was this entirely spiritual person. But when I got into that deep, dark place, that was the only thing. And my dear friend Amy Sawyer, who I see is watching me right now, I remember sitting and having lunch with her and just being in such a place that, and she said to me, I don't want this to sound weird, Mickey, but I really think you need Jesus. And then I was so closed off to that at first. And my first instinct was to be closed to it. But then it resonated with me. And then my brother started talking to me about it. And it just kept popping into my life. And it almost felt like I was being called home. And now I'm so grateful for that darkness because I'm able to have that relationship now. And I see the world and what is happening in my world in a different way. I literally was led during this time back to, I just had the book right here. It's a book called It Starts With Food. And it's just a book that totally transformed the way I looked at nutrition. And I highly recommend it. It's by Dallas and Melissa Hartwig. It's awesome. And it coaches people on a Whole30 diet. And the thing that it was funny how that book came back into my hands. I literally believe that book was from God, that he was telling me something, because again, all these little signs were pointing to it. And to combine that with my Isagenix system, my whole superfood intermittent fasting cleansing system that I have aligned myself with, that I believe in wholeheartedly, that I wasn't doing anymore. And so I spent a whole weekend reading that book and then pulling from all of my nutrition books. I mean, health and wellness is my background. And I spent this whole weekend right before Mother's Day. Actually, it was Mother's Day weekend, reading that book. And it's like I had that divine download from God that said, this is exactly what you need to do, Mickey. And it wasn't about, it's what I need to get all these people to do with me. It was about, this is what you need to do to come out of that dark downward spiral. I needed to help myself. I needed to heal my own body. I needed to coach myself through it, if you will. And so I came up with the protocol, exactly what I was going to do every day for the next 30 days. And I had to get Steve to do it with me, because if he was going to sit there and eat a bag of chips in front of me, I would have caved. Or maybe I wouldn't have, because I think I was ready, but I really wanted his support, and he really wanted to do it with me too. He was ready. And that I was with my mom on Mother's Day, and she said, I'm doing this with you too. So it was kind of the three of us, and we were texting each other our meals, and I was eating 3 Whole30 whole nutritious meals a day, 2 of my superfood nutritional shakes a day, some of our vitamins and minerals, and then I was doing intermittent fasting cleanse days throughout those 30 days, using our Cleanse for Life system. And I got to tell you, in that first week, and we always say this in Isagenix, in that first week, I had my magic day. And I hadn't had that since 4 years prior when I had started Isagenix. But it's that day when the fog lifts and your light turns back on. It's the day you come back into who you truly are. When it's like you put nutrients in your body that your body has been lacking, and that's what the Isagenix system does for you. And your body goes, oh, thank you. I totally needed that. and your systems start to rev back up, and you feel this vibrant energy inside of you. As a matter of fact, Gabby came home and she goes, oh my God, my mom's drunk on health. And I was like, that's such a fun. I like use that as a hashtag now, hashtag drunk on health. I thought it was funny. She's my 12-year-old daughter. And because I was just being a goofball when they came home from school. And that's exactly what happened the first time I did Isagenix, which is funny. I just kind of put that together. And so I went through the 30 days, and hi, Audrey, and I was consistent, and it seemed like the more energy I had, the better I felt, the more I wanted to stay with it. I was coming up with super creative meals, and this was just May, and I ended on June 12th, so that was day 30. I haven't stopped doing it, but so I had amazing results. I took my before and after photos. If you haven't seen them, I did do a post, and it's funny because those pictures were for me only. I was never, ever, ever going to share those pictures with anybody, but God put it so heavy on my heart that I needed to share this story with people. That is your birthday, Audrey. That's my mom's birthday too. I remember that. And so I shared the pictures, and I remember the noise in my head that said, I can't show people how big I got, how far I had let myself go. I can't show people how much further I have to go. Like, the people are going to judge me, and all the noise. But I had to share it, had to be authentic. It's a long post. Hopefully it's worth the read. And if you can't find it, text me and I'll send it to you and show you my before and afters. But I was really proud of myself. I had dropped 14 inches and 13 pounds. But honestly, I was Mickey again. I felt like me again. I felt like I got that person back. I was excited. I am excited for life again. I'm excited to help other people heal their physical bodies so that they can awaken spiritually and start to create the life that they were designed for. And that's just exciting to me, and that's the part I love about this, and I had lost that. And I truly believe when you can take toxins out of your body that are stored in your cells, and you can refuel your body with whole foods and vitamins and minerals and nutrients that it's been lacking, your body becomes a miracle to heal itself. And it heals it emotionally, it heals it physically, it heals it spiritually, because you are so clear to start to hear what God is trying to say to you, how he's trying to guide you, or connected to the universe. And that becomes so powerful that it doesn't even matter how much weight I lost, or that I have my isoglow, that's what we call it. I feel like I came back to me, and that is priceless. Ooh. A lot of people say that, oh, I couldn't afford that. Our shakes break down to less than $3 a meal. I pay less than $6 a day to be on this system, and to take toxins out and put superfood nutritions back in. And for what it does for me on an energetic level, and I'm a better mom, I'm a better wife, I'm a better friend. I interact with people. I want to go out. I don't care about binge watching Netflix. Like that, to me, that's priceless. When you can start to heal your body and be who you're truly designed to be and shine the light that you're supposed to shine. We live in a really dark world, and we need to help other people light themselves back up, so that you can be of service to the world, and to the people around you in your own special, unique way. But we do get lost in that through the monotony of every single day, and the foods that we eat and the toxins that we put in our body. So I like to think of it like this. We go get our teeth cleaned a couple times a year. We wash our car. We clean our houses. When was the last time you cleaned the inside of your body? Now, I'm not talking about a colon cleanse here. This is a cellular cleanse. Like, it gets deep into your cells to get those toxins out. And the chemical reactions in your brain start to function the right way. So emotionally, you start to feel a lot better. So that, again, I think is like the most priceless piece of it all. But I combined this time I combined it with this whole food, Whole30 journey, where I'm really focusing on, getting whole nutritious foods and making them fun and healthy and delicious. And so now I'm excited about the way I eat, and I eat a lot of food, and the weight's melting off. Awesome. But honestly, I have had people gain weight on this system if they needed to gain weight. So it's really all about helping your body become the miracle that it's supposed to, letting it come back into balance, let your body systems function the way they're supposed to, let your metabolism be fired right up, running at a consistent level, and letting your blood sugars be consistent, and really helping your body heal. So anyway, that's most of what I shared tonight at my event, and it was fun. The energy in the room was great. I wish you could have been here, but I just got to share with you a little bit of that story anyway. So that's what's going on in my world. I'm coming out of the darkness. I can't say everything's 100% completely transformed, and that there's not still work to do, because I think God's always working on your heart to change it so that you can serve other people in a better, bigger, brighter way. So I hope you got something out of this. If you're curious about learning more about what I do, or interested in chatting with me, having a nutritional consult, or maybe joining me for my next 30. And I'm starting that on July 2nd. We actually have a huge promotion going on with our isogenic systems. And of course, I'll coach you through all the whole food eating and all of that. But we have free shipping and free enrollment until Sunday. So I would definitely take advantage of that, because that's a huge savings. Let me know. And I would love to chat with you. I'd love to hear about what's going on in your world, and see if there's any way that I can have a solution for you of being service to you. So have a wonderful, amazing night. I love you. Mwah. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.